Hey, what's up guys, and thanks for tuning into the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at part 2 of the SH Monsterarts Godzilla vs. Kong, and that is of course Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, as we starting off with the packaging here, we can already see that the packaging kind of flows together. We do have the blue from Godzilla flowing down this way, and the red from Kong kind of flowing down and over to this side here. So it's very, very nice that even the packaging is already very artistic, and it's just a great start to how this figure would be. But again, before we get started, if you haven't yet already done so, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another awesome review. So we're going to take a Godzilla out of here now because we already looked at him in that first video. So let's focus on Kong here. So I don't know if you can see, Kong is actually a much smaller box than Godzilla. It's probably around, I would say, 60 to 75% of the length. And it's actually very skinny. We can see Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. You see, it is a very skinny box compared to Godzilla here, which is absolutely gigantic. We can see just the thickness of the box. He's almost less than half of what Godzilla is. So there is that for you. So we saw the top here on the front. Like I said, we got Kong just ready to throw a punch at Godzilla. We got Legendary Toho 2021, Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong, SH Monsterarts Monsterverse over there. On this side here, we got Kong just kind of stoic, standing there like unbothered, Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. And the other side, we got Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. On the bottom, just a bunch of words and descriptions there. And on the back, just like Godzilla, we can actually see Kong just peeking through here. Hi. You can see we still have the plastic wrap on him because I haven't taken him out of the box yet like I have with Godzilla. I actually got Kong with Mecha Godzilla, spoilers, I think about a week and a half ago, and I actually got them fairly close to each other. So these guys are the new guys, whereas Godzilla has been around for a while. You can see all the different product shots, and he does come with his battle axe, which is really, really cool. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack Kong open and see what he has to offer. And here we are back with Kong, the 8th wonder of the world, out of his packaging. And just taking a close look here, you see very, very nice detailing. I love the fur detailing all throughout the body. You can even see the scratches that Godzilla put on his chest. Just look at that detailing, it's amazing. And there's even some kind of, I don't know if you can actually see, like paint, pink paint kind of on these scratches. That's very, very nice. He does have a little bit of kind of dark, I would say brownish shading on his chest and pretty much all throughout his fur as well. I know it doesn't really come across as very clear that you're able to see that, but it is there. And of course the hands are more kind of dark brown and blackish. And bottom of the feet as well. We do have the writing here, which is unfortunate. We had that with Godzilla as well. And on the back, we just see more fur detailing here. Very, very nice. This is like a kind of like a wash all over his fur. I really love that texture. Now, something that you may have noticed, this was evident on Godzilla as well, is that a lot of these pieces here are just kind of what I call filler pieces. They're just loose pieces that are like hiding the joints underneath, and that's really kind of annoying sometimes, especially with this chest piece. You can see here it's very floppy and it tends to just fall over to this side, which is really annoying. That makes his chest look really lopsided. And I mean, same with this bicep here. You see this is extremely loose, some of these pieces here. And I'll show you with Godzilla just right now as well, if he can stand. So here I have a Godzilla. You can probably see some pieces on here kind of loose as well. And a lot of these kind of tail pieces back here, even though they are all individually articulated with joints, a lot of them are kind of just like filler pieces. You can see this one right here. It is kind of very, very loose and just flopping around. So that's something that I'm not a huge fan of. I wish that could have tidied that up a little bit, but it doesn't really detract from the figure too much. As long as you just pose it, it shouldn't be an issue. So back to Kong, going over articulation, because he is more of a humanoid figure. He actually has more, I would say, regular articulation. So head is on a double ball joint. It can look up that far and it can look down. The base of the neck is also on a ball joint as well. Shoulders can kind of go out to about there. And he can go all the way around pretty much. And he does have a bicep rotation right in there. Kind of a double jointed elbow, but doesn't go, actually it's a double, no, it's just single jointed elbow. Doesn't go up too much, just a little past 90. And of course he has a double ball jointed wrist there. Getting these arms out of the way, he has a double ball jointed torso here, again with this piece very, very floppy, not a huge fan of that. He also has a ball joint into the hip. Legs can kick forward that far. They are on a ball joint, and they can kick back to about there, not much motion backwards. He has a, what I believe, a single jointed knee, which only gets to about 90, and it doesn't extend all the way either, just a little bit. You can get fairly straight leg, but again, not too straight. And of course, double ball jointed ankle here, and the toes, I believe, whoops, and just pop right off, are on ball joints too, so they can kind of articulate a little bit as well right there. So a little bit more articulation than Godzilla, but still nothing really compared to an actual SH Figuarts. And of course, like I said, these guys are massive. You have to kind of factor that in, factor in like the size and just the mass and everything, just the sculpting and also quality control. So some sacrifices had to be made. So yeah, that is him. Let's take a look at some of the accessories. Now, something that I definitely like Kong over Godzilla is his accessories. As you can see here, he comes with a lot. So starting off with head, here we have Kong with Angry Kong. You can see his teeth are bare. He's getting ready to chomp down on Godzilla here, even though his bite is nothing compared to Godzilla's. You can see those beady red eyes, and you can actually see that. Very, very nicely picked out. See the fur detailing all around, and of course the back, we do see the red for his mouth. So that is that. And it's very easy. We just see there's a ball joint here. I just pop this off. You can see we got a very short and shallow neck joint here, and we just plop this one on, just like that. And here we have Angry Kong getting ready to chomp at Godzilla here. So that is that. Make sure you can stand up. He does have, he has a hard time standing because his feet are very small. So hands. He has two kind of gripping hands here. Very, very nice. He has two relaxed palms here. Just kind of chill, relaxing. And he has two kind of hands that are meant for walking, kind of when he's walking on all fours. And I'll show that off right now. Very simple. Just pop these hands off. I feel like these come off easier than they did with Godzilla. And we would take these hands, plop them on. It may take a little bit of doing. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I don't have to cut the video. Alright, so that took longer than I thought. But here we have Kong on all fours, and we can see fairly easy to do. We just kind of bend over his legs and raise his arms up, and here we can have him crawl on all fours. So yeah, that is that. So let's stand him up again. And you know what? Let's pop this hand off. Let's pop the other one off as well. And let's give him the gripping hand. And that will, of course, be for his last accessory. Let's just give him back his other fist for the other one. Whoops. Well, I spoke too soon. As we talked about with Godzilla, these things tend to pop off, and that's not nice. We definitely want this back onto his hand there. Okay, so problem fixed now. We got that fist on, and we got this hand here. And of course, like I said, the last accessory is the battle axe that was featured in the movie. And of course, for those that actually don't know, this is a dorsal spine of a Godzilla. Not this Godzilla, this is probably another one of his species from the past. And this bone here is probably a Godzilla bone as well. Very, very nice shading here. We got some lighter kind of brownish yellow here, and more brown on the kind of like the shaft. And of course, got a pointy end here. Also, this appears to be kind of maybe Godzilla hide that's wrapping the axe to the bone. So that's very cool. And of course, we can have him hold this. Just kind of slip it through his hands here. Okay, so here we have Kong with the battle axe, and yeah, so pretty cool looking, if I do say myself. Just getting ready to chop down Godzilla. So that is that. Let's get some quick comparisons going here. Make sure his chest is not lopsided. Move his accessories out of the way. As we saw earlier, here we have him next to Godzilla. And of course, you can see Godzilla is slightly taller than him, as he should be in the movie. Of course, between these two, he is the obvious victor, but Kong is pretty good. If you haven't watched the movie, he more than puts up a fight against Godzilla. And of course, there is the final guy, which we will take a look at in the next video. But so there is that, so you get an idea. And of course, here is Goku, which, as I said in the Godzilla video, is absolutely not to scale with these guys. I'd say these guys are actually scaled to each other fairly well, but of course, these guys are at least 50 to 60 times taller than Goku right here. So yeah, that is that. So that is my review of the SH Monsterarts Godzilla vs. Kong here. I definitely do like him in terms of his accessories. I do like him for his articulation as well. He definitely overall is a better figure than Godzilla, but that doesn't mean Godzilla is a bad figure. Godzilla is just more different. He's definitely more humanoid, and of course we're all used to humanoid. If you watch my videos, you know I do SH figure arts all the time. So Godzilla is not a bad figure, he's just different. He's definitely more, I would say, beefier in the lower body compared to the upper body, whereas Kong is definitely a little bit more proportion. But of course, again, these guys are very good figures for what they are. SH Monsterarts, like I said, has to bring a balance between size, detail, as well as quality control and stability, which is something that most SH figures don't have to worry about because they're more humanoid. Everything's more balanced in proportion, whereas these guys, there's quite a bit of mass, and if you make things too articulated, sometimes there could be some stability issues. So I definitely do appreciate these figures as they are. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by hitting that thumbs up button, and until next time, guys, take care.